Hello again, everyone. This is Dulu here, your British Bangladeshi at Dulu's Reactions. Thank you for watching my videos and do contribute if you can, and like, share, and subscribe. I normally do reaction videos where I watch a certain video and then react to it. But today I just wanted to make a comment about the situation in Palestine, Israel, or more specifically in the Gaza Strip. Now, one of the things I've always thought about for a long time is it's very, very harrowing what's happening to the Palestinian people generally, and especially what's happening now in Gaza. And I think that's a given. You'd have to have a heart of stone not to have sympathy for what's going on with the people there. But this is not your usual criticism of Israel and America, etc., which we often hear, and rightly so. But it is also to ask the question as to why the Palestinians are in the state they're in. Now, I say this with full love for the Palestinian people, as fellow Muslims as well. But you know, as Muslims, we also have to speak the truth and look at both sides. And one of the things I've thought about for a long time is that the Palestinians rightly claim that that Israel is occupying their land, taking their land, always parachuting in more settlers, etc. Parachuting, not always literally, but it could be. And that they're stealing the Palestinians' land step by step, and that Israel has no right to be there, etc. Now that's all and good, but here's the problem. Israel has one major advantage, and the reason why it survives. Now, whether Israel should be there or not is a whole separate issue, and I have my own views on that as well, which may not be so popular with some people, especially on the Muslim side. But I'm trying to be as honest and historically accurate as I possibly can. But that's another topic which I'll maybe discuss some other time. But America is fundamentally behind the state of Israel and has been for quite a while. Before that, it was the British state that supported and founded the Israeli state and helped it a great deal. But the point I really want to make is, should not the Palestinians be asking themselves why they are in the state they're in? Should the Palestinian people also, despite the absolute horrors and heartrending things that are going on, also ask themselves, why are they so divided? Why are Palestinians killing each other? Why is the Palestinian leadership so corrupt? Why Yasser Arafat, when he was alive, and may Allah have mercy upon him, why, where did he get the money to have such a lush house in Paris, where as I understand it, some of his family lived? And where do the leaders get some of the money that they get? Now, if you're going to be corrupt, and if you're going to kill fellow Palestinians, whether Muslim or Christian or whatever, and then you're wanting help from the Almighty, from Allah or from other powers and other peoples, you have to look at yourself and look at the leadership that you have, and ask why for 75 plus years now you have not been able to gain your own state. I am not going to criticize Israel now. They have a lot to answer for, and America, of course. America is what keeps Israel going. Israel by itself does not have the capacity to keep itself there. As regards the fellow Arab countries, Arab Muslim countries, many of them are so obsessed with, many of those monarchies and dictatorships are so obsessed about keeping their own power that they really couldn't care less about the Palestinians, Palestinian Christians or Muslims or any other religion that may be there. They simply don't care. And what I would say to the Palestinians is, you have a just cause, but stop killing each other, unite, and don't let your leadership get away with the corruption, and maybe then something will happen and things will start going in your own direction. Now, I know it seems harsh given the heartrending things that are happening, but I'm afraid as Muslims we have to speak the truth, and we have to see it from both sides and see where the right lies. The Israeli state, for all its faults and some of the more recent evil actions it's doing, it's a state where even a prime minister of Israel can still go to jail if they're corrupt and they're found to be corrupt. Now, I want to know whether that happens in Palestine. whether any leaders, if they steal money or, God forbid, kill others, kill other Palestinians or fellow Muslims, whether they will answer for their crimes. My suspicion is probably not, and that, I'm afraid, is the moral turpitude that has infected many parts of the Islamic world, and for which maybe the help from Allah does not come. This may not be very palatable and very, hard to hear, but I believe it to be the truth, and I've been saying this for many, many years in private discussions. But I say this just, to be on the record, but I do wish the Palestinians get their own state and can live side by side in peace with a reformed Israeli state, because the current Israeli state, some of it is on occupied land, undoubtedly, but some they did buy fair and square from, ironically, other Muslims who were landowners at the time in the late 19th century and beyond. So that's just my thought on the Israel-Palestine issue, and specifically Israel-Gaza issue that's happening now. But obviously we pray that everything is sorted and a resolution is made for both peoples, that they can live side by side after some adjustments here and there. So that's all I had to say. You may agree or not agree. Please leave comments. Please don't be abusive. It doesn't get you anywhere. But try to be intellectual. And I could be wrong on everything I've said, but I'm open to challenge. But I'll try and go back to some other reaction videos later. So thank you for listening, and bye for now. Bye bye.